Hello? Passengers? Is that you? It's been so long since I last saw you. How long has it been? 8 months? It's been some time. I have had the best sleep of my life. You would not believe it. It's been incredible. I slept so long and I feel so goddamn refreshed. You know, I think what was really doing me in was like streaming every day for like 6 months. Really destroys you. Hi! Hello! Do I have a... Wait, how do I stop my streams normally? Good day, passengers! I did it. Good day, passengers. How are you all? Yes, you are being clickbaited right now. Because you would not believe what this VTuber did. She streamed. She streamed one time. Okay, so first of all, let's get something out of the way. How are there 10 people? How are there so many people when I haven't streamed in like 8 months? Like, where Where do you all come from? How are you all doing? How are you all? It's been so long. Oh my gosh. Hi. Ah, wow. They brought back the original voice actor for Lyra. Do you like how I sounded in the interim? I had like this weird sort of, hello, my name is Lyra Nozomi, it's nice to meet you. And it was really weird, no one liked it. Okay. Wow. So, should we talk about like what's happened? Am I on Twitch? Yes. We are also streaming on Twitch. But we also stream on YouTube. YouTube's cool. I like YouTube. I think we used to have a bit of a running joke that I didn't care as much about my YouTube viewers as I cared about my Twitch passengers, but that's just not true. The train had a damn long delay. Yeah. Yeah, we really got held up at the station back there. He asked for tickets and kick us for not buying one. Well, when you present tickets, you're supposed to actually present it, and you didn't present it. This is on you. Okay, so, to get to business. If you don't know, I have a Discord. I have explained more thoroughly what's been up back there. So, let's go over some stuff. Oh my gosh, P.S. Black, thank you! Subscribe for 14 months! P.S. Black was here throughout the drought. Holy hackers, welcome back. You guys are super loyal, I can't believe it. Okay, but to go over some stuff, what is this accent? I don't know, I've been working on my American accent. Does it sound convincing? Howdy, partner. How are ya? Good day. No, wait, that's Australian shit. Good day to you. Okay. I gotta chill it. I gotta chill out for a bit. Okay. So, if you don't know, I have a Discord. I made an announcement a while ago talking about where I've been for the past however many months, and there's no point in me rewording anything, so I'm just gonna read it. Well, no, that's not true, but I'll just go over some stuff in it. Okay, so apologize for my extended break, and while I don't really have a reason why it started, that's true. I just kinda stopped streaming one day, which tends to be the case for a lot of people. You just stop streaming one day, and then you don't start again. Like that can be hard to that can be a hard hurdle to jump over. It's like when you stop, you just don't start again. You know? I can't tell you why it's continued for this long. That's true. I can tell you why it continued for this long. So I had COVID for a while. That was great. I was sick again recently. This was from a post I posted back in February. But the reason why my break ended up extending for just as long as it did was, I believe I mentioned in this post on Discord that, my roommate started a new job. Is a good way of putting it. I think that's how a lot of VTubers put this sort of stuff. My roommate started a new job, and, it makes things a lot harder. It made things a lot harder for me to schedule my streams, So that's why this has been like such an extended break for me. I never cancelled my sub. I could have saved 45 euros. You actually didn't. I was very surprised when in the middle of my break I was like, oh, I got a Twitch payout. How do I have a Twitch payment? What? And yeah, it's because like someone didn't cancel their subscription, which is like, I can't believe that. I would have canceled it so early. Let's see. But yes, I love the reason why early on I didn't start streaming again was definitely because I was having a tough time recovering from COVID as well. I got COVID for the very first time, notably much less cool than COVID. COVID is so much cooler. But COVID hit me hard and I was out of action for like a full month. Okay, so then, oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's been so fully packed. I am on an album. I was in an original album at the, when did it happen? At the start of this year. It must have been at the start of this year. I got featured on an album with Heido Bloom. What was it called? Oh, I'm not selling this very well. I'm finally ready to let it decompose. That's what it was called. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. My brain is everywhere at the moment and nowhere where it's important. I was on an album called I'm Finally Ready to Let It Decompose by Heido Bloom. It was so cool. It was very cool. Why does Twitch have such a long delay? Isn't it usually... What? Isn't it usually YouTube that has a delay? That's so weird. Anyway, let me see if I can find a music video for this that we can listen to. Shit. Fuck. How do I do? I mean, there's no swearing. Heido Bloom. What are the chances this is actually gonna show up when I look it up? I'm finally ready to let it decompose. I was supposed to promote this back when it came out, and then I never did. Whoops. Okay. I was definitely in one of these songs. Vespertine. I'm in Vespertine. Also, there's like one song that I was in, You're the Flower on the Grave of Our Past. I did not record anything for this song. I think that one starts off with a monologue. And the monologue was actually supposed to be added on to the end of a different, you know, whatever. Let's listen to a song. Let's listen to a song. Let's get rid of the background music. Let's listen to this. I don't remember how this song goes. Wait, no, I do.
Emptied by your sorrows, a shell of your past, escaping the hell that amassed, purging your heart, tearing yourself apart. I know your silhouette.
Man, I sound great. Wait, let me get to a bit where I actually sing.
Hollowness isn't dead, it's just like you said. Sometimes to grow, you have to decompose. Hollow trees can be a home to birds with hollow bones. Allows them to take flight, you're not empty.
Anyway. Yeah, so that was a thing that happened at the start of this year, is that I was on an album, and it was super cool, and I want to do more albums someday. But let's see, I was asked to feature on the album, late last year, actually probably middle of last year. I have been working on it for a pretty long time. It might have even been like early. It might have even been like early last year. But either way, I've been working on it for ages. I've been recording stuff for it for ages, and then it finally came out and I didn't promote it as much as I should have, and that's on me, and I'm probably never gonna get to work with these cool people ever again. Because I'm a terrible person. That is the something of the story. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But yeah, that was something that happened at the start of this year that I just didn't promote. Lyra, why is there such a long delay on Twitch? I don't know! Why is the bitrate on so low on Twitch? You know, it's fine if no one looks at chats. It's fine. Apparently I need to use something called the Twitch Inspector. It says that my bitrate is low. It says I'm having an unstable event. That's true for my entire life. Thank you, Twitch. You didn't need to tell me that I was having an unstable event. I knew I was having an unstable event. How do I fix it? Isn't that what you're supposed to tell me, Inspector? not? Oh. I guess this is where we are. If you just don't watch on Twitch, and instead watch on YouTube, and get that, yearly watch time up so I can then get paid by YouTube. I always consider myself to be mainly a YouTube streamer, but goddamn, am I terrible on YouTube. Oh! That's something that also happened! Oh my gosh! I passed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube while I was gone. I died. Okay, I'm fine. I passed 1,000 passengers on YouTube while I wasn't there, and it was... I do remember that I had that goal of reaching 1,000 passengers on YouTube before the end of the year, which I technically made. I only made it because I suddenly got stormed by a heap of bots. So if that was one of you, what the heck? I can't do anything about these random people who randomly subscribe to me. I literally self-reported to the YouTube support, be like, hey guys, can you get rid of all these subscribers? They're 100% bots, and I don't want them, and they just ignored me. They totally ignored me. It was so sad. Okay, so let's see, what else happened? Look, there's been so much stuff that's happened recently. You will not believe. Let's see. Finally looking ahead, it may be a little more time before I can properly start streaming. That was true. I made this post 5 months ago. Seriously, 5 months since I made this post apologizing for my absence. Despite my best efforts, it hasn't been super possible for me recently, so I'm sad that this hiatus may need to continue for a bit longer, but you know what they say! Being a passenger is suffering! Great. Ignored by YouTube, you're on your way to stardom. I do feel like I'm getting a very valid YouTube sort of... This is how it feels to be a YouTuber, right? Just getting ignored by the YouTube support. 5 months ago? That was a year ago, Miss Lyra. That was even longer ago than I thought. No, hold on. It says quite clearly this was posted on the... Is that the 2nd of March or the 3rd of February? No, it was the 3rd of February. Yeah, so that's where we have been recently. Okay, so now we've moved past that post. You will not believe all the amazing things that have happened since then. Nothing. That's right, I've been busy this entire time. What's the plans for today's stream? Honestly, I haven't really been planning anything. I just figured it'd be nice to talk. It'd be nice to have a chat with you guys since it's the first time in a while. I could probably play something. I just wanted to talk with my favorite passengers. Is that so bad? But I think one thing that made me... Okay. I have barely been looking at VTubers over the past year. I haven't even watched any Hololive recently. It's been that bad. I don't watch any VTubers at the moment. And I was checking one of my streams for something. I don't watch myself often, but there was something I was trying to check in one of my streams. And then I got so flabbergasted. Because I forgot that VTubing is a thing. I don't know how to describe it. But I had this moment of wow, that's seriously a thing. When I saw my avatar, I was like, that's anime? And it moves? I'm sorry, I rediscovered VTubers for a second and I was blown away, honestly. Because VTubers really are an incredible thing, and I can't believe I totally forgot just how cool VTubers are. And if I may toot my own horn for a second, I look pretty darn cute. I think so anyway. Can I just hold on, let me make myself a little bigger. Don't I look cute? This is how I rediscovered VTubers, by looking at myself and how cute I am. Ooh. Thank you, everyone. Lyra living love. Let me try that again. Lyra living life and touch grass so much that you forgot the Vtuber was a thing. Yeah, actually though, I have actually been living on grass. I have, like, okay. So a little while ago, some of my friends were talking in the Discord, and they mentioned how I've been touching grass so hard lately that they don't even hear me in voice chat anymore because I never join like the group voice chat anymore at the moment. Cause like I get busy. I get so busy. I've been living like I've had a proper career lately and that's so weird. How's the grass? It's really green. Honestly, the grass I see on a daily basis, it's so green. Like compared to the grass I was seeing over the past over like last year and the year before, that grass was dead. But now it's just great. And it smells like freshly mown grass. You're cute when you don't have the bat. I never have the bat. What do you expect me to just show up with like a yaoi paddle or something? Yes, that's what I was planning. You let your guard down around me for the last time. Idiot, imbecile. Anyway, so how have you guys been lately? Have you survived without me over the past 8 months? Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna stop. 8 months. Oh my god. Sorry, I keep remembering and then I hate it. I hate that we took this long. Oh, I should probably like preface this. This isn't a promise that I'm back for real. I'm not promising anything. I'm not back yet. Don't consider me to be back as of yet. I am still living my best life, touching grass. And now working at Hololive. No, not quite. Hololive didn't want me the first time around, so, you know. I feel like I had, like, one good shot getting to Hololive and never again after it. But yeah, it's like, it's been great. I forgot what I was saying. I got diagnosed with ADHD last year. That was pretty cool. And I constantly forget to take my medication because of that. So, this is good. I forget things all the time. This is character development. I consider myself to be normally quite on top of it. Like if someone tells me you need to do something at this time, I'm usually really good. I'm like, yeah, I got your back. I can do that. But when it comes to medicine, no, that's not happening. And when it comes to holding a conversation, I lose the thread pretty quickly. It just slips out of my grasp and I don't know where it went. Where did it go? It's gone. Never to come back. Oh. Med check. Did I take my medicine today? No. Did you take your medicine today? If not, take it right now. Take 2, take 3, take 4, take 5. Hold on. Don't actually do that. This is bad advice. Let's see. What's been happening recently in like the VTuber sphere? Have you got like any new Hololive VTubers lately? I hear that, oh, you know what? That is something that I did hear is like the recent tariffs and everything have been hitting like American Hololive members pretty badly. Well, like American English, that's it. English VTubers pretty bad because it's like the merch is just so expensive now. Hey, Jasmeow, it's about fucking time that mod showed up. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't expecting anyone to show up today. Hey, everyone, meet Jasmeow, our favorite mod. That's something new that happened. Since the last time I streamed, I got a new mod while I wasn't streaming. God damn. They announced a $450 mega plushie and it costs like $700 for us Americans. I mean, at that point it's just money. I could not imagine. $450. How big is it? That's gotta be big. How big is it? I explained my 8 months without Lyra. After 3 months, send a hello to Lyra. Then after another 3 months, ask her about her favorite Hololive VTuber and betray her with that. That's true. Peace Black also sent me a figurine of Mori Calliope. She is on my desk right now. She is right in front of me. I get to look at her when I stream and think nice thoughts about how much I love being a deadbeat, even though I have not watched much YouTube or much Hololive recently. Plushie is much bigger than Lyra? That's not possible. I'm like 5 foot. How can it be bigger than me? Wait, I gotta look at this thing. Hololive Mega Plushie. Like, how big can a Mega Plushie be? I don't see anything. Is it a lying plushie? Hold on, you said it was like $450? Okay. It's a life-size plushie? Hold up. Whoa! Oh my gosh, that thing is huge! I'm seeing Noelle? Oh wow. What? It's so big! Okay, fans of VTubers can now own a giant plush version of their favorite virtual streamers as Hololive releases a line of life-size chibi-style plushies. It shouldn't be chibi-style. Why can't they be regular style? But yeah, okay, you might be right. This might be bigger than me. I think you might be onto something. This thing is huge. Holy heckers. If Lyra hadn't come back after a year, I would have looked for a new Aussie streamer. I mean, you could have just watched Bells. Haka Bells. I mean, she's Australian. She's more Australian than me. I don't have as much of an accent as her. I say hopefully. My accent, it's improving, isn't it? I've worked hard over the past 8 months to sound more American than ever. Howdy, partner. Why do I keep going to good day, mate? That isn't American. Oh yeah, okay. That is actually, that's a good alternative to watch Jazz Meow instead, because Jazz Meow started streaming more regularly recently. Actually, how's that going? How's that going? That makes me sound instantly salty. How's streaming life going, Jazz? When was the last time you streamed? Are they still here? They might have already left. Let's see. Stream alerts. Last streamed. Oh, end of last month, on the 20th. That's fair. I mean, coming from someone who hasn't streamed in 8 months, that's pretty recent compared to me. I have to admit. I have so many Hololive autograph. You can get like Hololive autographs? I didn't even know. I have Miko, Noelle, Kobo, Bay, twice. Murray, Zeta. You've got so many. That's so many. Jazz, as a fellow streamer, can you actually help me with my Twitch connection? Cause like it's saying unstable and I don't know how to fix it, but you're currently a much more experienced streamer than me, I assume. I assume you've streamed at least 2 more times than I have this year. Why is my bitrate so bad? Like it says bitrate bad. It says that I'm getting 4,000 kilobytes per second. That doesn't seem good. Yeah, my last stream was my birthday 2023. That's a while ago. Wait, when? Oh, I missed my anniversary. I missed my debut anniversary. Shoot. Hi, welcome to my debut anniversary. Wow, for 4 years. Can you believe it? I made it 4 years, guys. I did it. Woo! Whoops. Oops-a-daisy. Let's see. I've got my birthday coming up in September. Okay, hold on. Maybe I should look this up. Please. Why is my Twitch bitrate so bad? Lots of question marks at the end. You may be throttled or have local connection issues. Probably, yeah. Preventing you from uploading at your current bitrate. If you still have issues, lower your bitrate live. How do I... Stream. Nope. Output? Yeah. Oh, if I make it lower... Should the bitrate be lower? Twitch bitrate. Should it be lower or higher? Oh, the recommended bitrate is 96 kilobytes per second, and I've got 4,000 for some reason. So if I put this down to 96, tell me if it works. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Twitch completely ties after this. Give it 2 seconds. Oh, that's so funny. Just casually, like, 100 times the recommended bitrate. Yep, that makes sense. Did it actually update? Can it actually update? Well, no, it didn't even, like, actually update. I don't think it can actually update while I'm streaming, though. There's no way it can actually update while I'm streaming. That doesn't seem right to me. Like, cause like when I reopen it, let's see. Yeah, it just goes back to saying 4,000. So I guess I'd have to like stop streaming for a second to fix that. Well, we can try that next time. That's gonna be something to fix. Why is it up 4,000? Why is it up 4,000? That's so much. Huh? Like, what should it be? What's a normal bitrate? What do normal people have as their... Is the max bitrate for Twitch still at 6,000? Wait, it says 6,000 as a recommend... What? Keep seeing people say 8,000, but the last time I tried it kept having stuttering. I want to improve the quality. Just don't go above 8,500. Sit to something like 7,800. What? Why would I? Huh? But would higher make it slower? So surely I need it lower. Higher? What do I? What the heck? Okay. Oh yeah, I saw like recently. I saw a video. Actually, or I say recently. This was literally today. I saw a video about someone who was trying out Trump Mobile, and they were talking about the internet speed, the internet connection speed that they got on Trump Mobile, and it was literally like 15 times faster than my internet speed. What the heck? Why is Australia's internet speed so bad? But if you're curious, my uppers are at about 18 megabits per second, and then my download is like 50 megabits per second, and then like the guy who was using Trump Mobile, he had like 850 megabits per second. It's like, what? Huh? What? How is that so fast? And honestly, I used to have fast internet for an Australian. Like, back in the day, we were super slow in moving over to, like, fiber optic. Like, we were stuck in, like, broadband for the longest time, and it's like, what? Okay. Let's see if I can find... I need to get to the bottom of this bitrate issue. So... surely... Okay, maybe I should... If I put it down to 3000, that'll put us at 720p at 30 FPS. Let's be real, who really appreciates 60 FPS? No one, that's who. So if I put it down to 3000, maybe that will improve things. I say hopefully. Did that actually update? Nope. How? I guess I have to stop streaming for it to actually update. Okay, this is like testing that I'm gonna have to do another day. This is like, I'm gonna start like doing a heap of streams all at once just to like be like, hey guys, don't mind me, I'm just trying to work out my bitrate. Ignore the stream, please. Yeah, okay. So, I'm looking at the inspector, and it's like, it has a dotted line at 6000. I don't understand what this dotted line means. Explain yourself, please! After 8 months, have you finally managed to overcome your fear of stairs? No. In fact, I'm probably more scared than ever of stairs. I do not have to traverse anywhere near as many stairs as I used to, I feel like. On a daily basis, I was going up and down like 3 staircases. Now, I just have free access to elevators all the time. Oh no. We're getting 10 Lyra testing streams in one day. It could happen. It will happen. Your upload is 30 megabits per second and download is 120. Okay, you put it in the wrong way. 120 is fast. That's so much faster than mine. What the heck? That's so much faster than mine. I am disappointed. In Australia? Who should I be blaming for the bad internet in Australia? Probably like Albanese. Damn that guy. There you go. Here's politics for you. The Prime Minister of Australia is Anthony Albanese, I think. Oh no. Look, I've been in such a state with Australian politics, I don't even know who our Prime Minister is. I don't even pay attention. Nah, it was way before him. Malcolm Turnbull. Tony Abbott. Rudy McJudy. That's not her name. Gillard. Not Rudy McJudy. Yeah, Tony Abbott. Who else? Kevin07! Oh, there's a dated reference for you, Kevin07. Look, I was quite enamored with Kevin07. Back in the day. Like, I was a kid at the time, but I was still like, Kevin, what's his name? Kevin Rudd is so cool, I love him. Who was it? Julia Gillard! That was a woman. Who do we have before all that? George Bush. No, wait. That's alright. John Howard. Oh my gosh. Wait, what do you mean rip Kevin07? I'm pretty sure Kevin07 is still alive. Though, do you remember, when they tossed out Julia Gillard for the first time, and they're like, oh god, we gotta get a new guy, and they brought back Kevin. And they're like, yeah, it's Kevin11 now. This all happened way before I was able to even vote, and I was so enamored by all this. He had a personality. Remember when our politicians had personality? Though, to be honest, Albanese kind of comes across as like a rural guy. He comes across as a bloke you find at an outback pub, you know? Like, he's in the middle of the outback, he's having a beer, a brewski with his mates. Eyebrows guy, John Howard. I remember. Who was before him? I have no idea. I have no idea. Bob Dole. That's an American. Bob. If I keep saying Bob loud enough. Bob! No, I got nothing. There was a Bob somewhere in the mix for Australian politicians. Apparently, I just don't know much about Australian politics. This is my own shortcoming. Bob Bubbits! You got it, that's the guy. Hold on, Australian Prime Ministers. There can't be that many, right? How many do you think there really were? Scott Morrison? I forgot that he was a Prime Minister. Malcolm Turnbull. Look, I totally fell asleep with Malcolm Turnbull and Scott Morrison, and to be honest, I kind of thought they were the same person. They're both just white guys with white hair in blue suits. You can't tell me that they're different people. Yeah, ScoMo. Tony Abbott, Kevin Rudd. God, I love that. Julia Gillard, Kevin Rudd. I was so sad that like Julia Gillard became Prime Minister and we weren't even given the choice to like vote her in properly. It never came up. We got our first female Prime Minister and we didn't even get to vote her in. Paul Keating? Who the fuck? It was Bob Hawke I was thinking of. That's who it was. Who was the, like, realistically, how many of these earlier Prime Ministers do you know? Do you know John McEwan? Who is that guy? Apparently he was in charge for a whole year, back in the 60s. Or how about Arthur Fadden? He was Prime Minister for less than a year. In 1941. What happened to him? Actually, what happened to him? Why was he Prime Minister for such a short time? I'm kind of curious. Wait, he was Prime Minister for all of 2 months. I wasn't alive in the 60s, I'm afraid. Well, I was. This is like my child. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that old. Okay, why was he? In August 1941, Robert Menzies resigned as Prime Minister. Oh, he was interim. Okay, he was interim. Although the non-Labour coalition had been in power for a decade, the UAP was so bereft of leadership that on 28th August, a joint UAP country meeting chose Fadden as... Oh, this is boring. This is boring. Something that gets me about Australian politics is like... Okay, you know how when people say American liberals, you know, liberals are always considered to be super left, well, not super left, but fairly left-leaning in America, right? Well, in Australia, we also have liberals, but they're very much right-leaning. You don't want to vote for liberals. Or, not to espouse my, you know, political opinions, but fuck it. I'm not voting for liberals. That's something that always gets me, though, is like, what we call, why is it that we have liberals that are super right-leaning? Like, I guess it's just like different definitions of what a liberal can be. I'm not the person you should be asking about politics, because I don't know much about politics. Oh no, what have I said? I'm being told, wait. I've wandered into political talk, and that's never a good thing for me to talk about. You know what happens when I talk about politics. We've been over this. Terrible things happen every time. You know what? I'll stop. I'll stop talking about politics now. But that fusion party, they seem really cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Probably just movement over time. Oh, are you saying that maybe initially either American liberals were more right-leaning or our liberals were more left-leaning? Or maybe it's just that, like, literally, we have different ideas of what a liberal should be. I don't know. Or, here's another thing to ask you. Why is it that we have no major parties that are truly left-leaning? We have Greens? But are they really a major party? No, not really. Anyway, I'm sorry. What was the clickbait? Because I fell for it. The clickbait was me actually remembering to stream after 8 months. That was it. Consider yourself clickbaited. What have these 8 months done to you? Suddenly you're political, Lyra. I don't know. I'm not a political person. I'm not politically motivated in any way. I don't talk politics, and there's a reason I'm highly uneducated especially when it comes to Australian politics, which is a shame because this is not how you should live. You need to be more politically motivated if you vote. Oh, I don't know. That's not really correct. You need to do some due diligence in your research when you're choosing a candidate to vote for. And I do not do enough due diligence. I'm the kind of person who just says, are they Greens? Okay, let's go. But didn't it turn out that like New Zealand's Greens party turned out to be like anti-vax? I think I heard that a while ago. Like the New Zealand Greens are actually like anti-vax. Can someone fact check me on that? I gotta check that out. New Zealand Greens were they? The Green Party supports ongoing international events. I can't read. Efforts to improve vaccine supply and distribution. Well, that doesn't make sense. You know what? Maybe I'm just spreading misinformation myself. That's also possible. Allegedly! That's what I should be saying. Allegedly! Allegedly! Well, we're a little late now. Americans went through a party switch where the Democratic Republican parties essentially switched views or something. That sounds possible. Okay. Here's the problem. I can never remember which is which with the Democrats and the Republicans. I don't remember which guys are more right-leaning, which guys are more left-leaning. Like, what's Trump? Is he a Republican? Is he a Democrat? I don't know. I just know he's a piece of shit. And honestly, what else do you really need to know when it comes to Trump? As a Kiwi, I've never heard of this one. Yeah, well, that's probably because what I'm saying isn't actually true. Well, at least I heard about this one time. Something to do with the New Zealand Greens party. They were doing some shit. And I don't remember if it was like vaccines or maybe if it was something else. Biden, Democrat, left-leaning, also evil. That's true. Most politicians are just gonna be evil. I'm struggling to find like where you're wrong here, and you're really not. You're kind of right about everything. Oh, did I get rid of my scroll? Hold on. I think I got rid of my scroll at some point. Just give me a second. Is that right? Nope. Just give me a second. Okay. Cool. I think the scroll's back. Let's just get rid of chat. We don't need a chat here. I want to give Bernie Sanders a big kiss. Yeah! And what's her name? Cortez. Just give her a big smooch on the lips for being so... Why am I so politically motivated here? Why am I talking about politics? This is a danger zone. I never talk about politics because I know this is a danger zone. This is where I make a fool of myself. Bernie's been doing some shit lately? Okay, wait, what's the tea? What's Bernie Sanders been doing? Okay. News, give me the news. Morning Joe baffled that AOC, Mamdani, and Bernie Sanders are Democrats' only hope. Who's Morning Joe? Burlington Airport to receive $5.8 million for expansion and modernization. Here's what's coming. Where the fuck is Burlington? Oh, give you a kiss? Hold on. Mwah. You like that? Yeah, I bet you did. Sanders slams war criminal Netanyahu ahead of... I gotta stop, this is too much politics. Ugh. Bernie Sanders says AI should be used to help give people a 4-day work week. Maybe? Okay. Cool. Pro-genocide last I checked? Oh my god! Is he like pro-Israel or something? Like what's happening? What? Holy shit! What? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna stop looking at Bernie Sanders. Here's another thing that I haven't looked into enough. The Palestine-Israel war. I have not looked into it at all. I think when it first started, I was like, I'm just tired of war. I just don't want to deal with war, and so I didn't look into it at all. And now I'm vastly uneducated. You know? And now we're here. And this is where we're at. This is where I'm stuck forever, being highly uneducated. But that's kind of, that's my bread and money, you know? My bread and something. This is my bread. Welcome, bread. I was gonna talk about something else for a second, but you guys threw me right off with this Bernie Sanders stuff. Holy heckers! What is he doing? Okay, we're gonna stop talking about politics. I'm taking control of this train. We're not going down the tracks that we're currently going down. We're gonna switch tracks, okay? It's gonna be hectic, but we gotta do it. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that you like my bread. Have any of you ever had melon pan before? I've never had it. I've been kind of curious about what it's like. Yeah, we're digging a hole here. You know what? I haven't played that game yet. Oh, I cracked myself up. Anyway, ignore me for a second. Why don't you? Oh no, we crashed. But I'm curious. Okay, it's like a sweet bread, isn't it? Sweet bread for the sweet people inside. I don't know if I've ever had a sweet bread, but lately I've been making myself sandwiches, and I don't know what is wrong with this loaf of bread, but it tastes very sugary. And it's just white bread. I'm just having white bread with my sandwiches, but it tastes so sugary. Maybe I secretly bought melon pan to make sandwiches with. That'd be a waste. What does melon pan taste like? I guess, wait, that was a stupid question. I guess it tastes like melon, idiot. Why are you, melon head? God, you're so stupid. What are you doing? Okay. What? Okay. Recently, I stopped using Chrome. I stopped using Google Chrome. Are you sure you're not eating cake? I don't think so. Cake is more crumbly than bread, right? Like, cake, like, bread has a certain amount of elasticity to it, in a sense. It has a fluffiness that cake doesn't have. Cake crumbles. Bread is more willing to stretch and then tear, you know? Maybe I'm not describing bread very well. I don't know what I'm talking about here, but bread is elastic. It's basically rubber. Okay, anyway, I recently stopped using Google Chrome because they stopped supporting ad blockers in Google Chrome, and I'm not for that. I'm for an internet without ads. Like, not to mention, okay, I get slowly more and more depressed over the fact that more of the modern internet feels like it's just destroyed by capitalism in all the worst ways. Like, everything has to be a subscription service, everything has to be decked out with ads, everything has to be super anti-consumer. I hate the modern internet. I really do. If you're watching this on YouTube, fuck you. If you're watching this on Twitch, fuck you. They're both as bad as each other because they both shove ads down your throat, and you will not be able to block them if either of these companies get their way, because I get it, they're free subscription services, or they're free services, but it's terrible. I hate it. I hate ads everywhere. So I recently had a divorce with Google Chrome. Just use YouTube Premium and Twitch Turbo. Do I look like I have the money? No! Why do you think I'm streaming today? I ran out of money, obviously. So, like, where was I? I recently reinstalled Mozilla and started using that for the first time in about 10 years. It's been a while. Am I dating myself? Ah, heck to it. I started using Mozilla Firefox again for the first time in quite a long time. And it's been so nice using Mozilla again. But look, when you open up a new tab on Mozilla Firefox, you look at the site, like before all your other normal tabs, and for some reason it's saying, oh, you got a sponsored tab here. It's weird. No, it's what if. I can't read, sorry. It's what if. I don't want what if. I'm broke. Why do you think I can afford what if? Yeah, it sucks. I switched to Firefox now. I'm getting AI integration and no. God, don't even get me started on AI. I'm watching the stream on my work PC right now, and that's the reason to get fired. Okay, I'll see you in 8 months, peas. Thank you for hanging out. That's another thing we need. You know what? I said don't get me started about AI. But fuck it, we're here now. Let's get started about AI. I am sick of all these huge ass companies being like, oh my gosh, AI makes my life so much better, and AI getting normalized in every aspect of our lives. Like, I used to work with a heap of normies, and they were all like, have you seen this stupid video with AI? It's so fucking shitty. I hate it. No one seems to understand the implications of using AI. Like, no, we should not be normalizing this shit, and I don't want to normalize this shit. I'm done. Do you understand me? I'm done with this AI bullshit. Like, listen here. You will never have to worry about me implementing random AI choice into my design. I'm not gonna do that shit. I don't use AI. I don't plan to use AI. Yeah, I'll admit to one thing. Early on, when Midjourney was first released, I used to play with Midjourney. I haven't touched that in years at this point. This was only back when it was very first released. I haven't touched it since, like, we kind of have more of an introspective of, like, where is AI getting this content from, and how is this going to affect artists in the field? I was talking to my friends recently about this AI generated slop, and just how sad in general it makes me. Because, like, when you think about it, AI generated slop is becoming more and more common on the internet. It is really kind of destroying everything that I loved about the internet. But because it's becoming so common, misinformation spreads so easily, where you'll get all these articles saying this is such and such, and it will show like an AI picture or something, and they'll be like, this is such and such, this actually happened, and everything, and great, but then it gets reposted everywhere, and then later on it gets taken as fact, and it's like, it gets so much harder to actually be able to clarify what is actually part of our history and what isn't, because there's so much shit out there that just gets AI generated, and it's like, No! I hate this! I hate this! I hate everything about this! Computers can take all the artistic jobs while us humans can do the manual labor. Actually, though, yes. That's the worst part of it. And, okay, have you ever heard of this thing about how, a lot of corporate America, started using computers and, you know, started doing, like, 9-to-5 jobs, normal 9-to-5 jobs, in order to make life easier for us in the future? Like, there was a big push to be more productive in, like, the 70s or something, and the whole idea was so that within the coming years, we then wouldn't need to work as hard, but we'd still get the same amount of money. Like, we could have 4-day work weeks instead, or 3-day work weeks instead. That didn't happen. All that really happened was that the wages stagnated while we ended up having to do a lot more work. And I see the same thing happening with AI now, you know, because we're using AI to boost productivity in the workplace, but it doesn't work like that because now we're just going to be expected to do even more work. I was at a meeting the other day, and there was this guy who was like, I'm going to start using this AI to get this work done, and I'm like, is this not work that you're being paid to do? Just do the fucking job. If you keep using AI and everything, then no, you're not gonna be able to. They're gonna keep putting more work on you. You're not actually saving any. I'm sorry, I'm getting really angry. I'm calm. I'm zen. I'm okay. Life is great. So how are you guys? I'm sorry, I was getting like really heated up for a moment there. Instead we just have billionaires now. Yeah, pretty much. This has been a wild stream so far. I've been talking way too much about politics this stream. Wasn't there this... Okay. Talking about politics. Speaking of politics, wasn't there an announcement from Elon Musk recently who was like, I'm gonna make a whole new political party? And it's like, there's no way that's gonna be... there's no way that's gonna end up being a major party or anything. You don't want to know how I am, to be honest. I assume you're probably doing just as badly as I am, if not worse. I try to keep level-headed about everything, but it gets draining, you know? Hard to believe Lyra has an angelic voice. Thank you! That's like a gremlin. No, that's not right. That's not right. Look, I mean... You know, something that has been nice recently is I've been practicing singing a lot lately. Oh! Shit! You know what? I forgot! I've been working on... Okay. Hi guys. I've been working on a new cover for you. I've been working on a new cover! Hooray! I wonder if I should I show it off now? I don't know! Hold on. Maybe I can show a bit of it. Will it work? Adobe Audition is like a terrible software to use. I'll show you a bit of the acapella of it. If I can get the software working, you know? Cause I've been working hard on it recently, and like I haven't been able to show anyone it at all. And I don't usually like to show off things early, but you know, I just wanna, okay? I gotta do it. Cool. Let's see if this works. It might be a little glitchy if it does work. Okay. Okay. I've been working on that for ages. I recorded it like last year, and I still haven't released it. But the recording for it is done. The mixing is almost done. I've got some more stuff for it that I need to do. That's in the works. It'll release someday. It will release someday. I actually have 2 covers I'm working on at once. You guys don't get to see the other one though. The other one, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't exist because I haven't even tuned it or anything yet. It sounds like crap. It's called a teaser. It's advertisement. Exactly. Exactly. Well, I thought you were just a politics VTuber. No, please don't associate me with just being a political. Please don't associate me with just being a political VTuber. I'm not. I don't talk about politics for a reason. I'm not a Penguin Zero. You know? I'm not. But yeah, I wanted to do like a singing stream as well recently, but the problem with doing a singing stream is those end up being unarchived, and it doesn't make sense for me to do a singing stream that's not archived if I haven't streamed in like 8 months. You know? Yeah. And so we are here. That's where we are. We should stop talking about politics. What's happening in gaming? What's happening in the world of gaming lately? I don't think I've heard anyone. I don't know what he's called. Okay? I know that he's called Penguin Zero sometimes. I think he's also called Critical or something. But spelled like a gamer. I don't watch him. This is a problem. I don't watch him, so I don't really know what he's called. Nothing's happening in gaming? That's a shame. What the heck? He's called Moist too. Oh, you're right. Critical Moist. Ah, yes, I love me some Critical Moist. That sounds so dangerous. You're in the new Danganronpa game though? Am I? Am I? There's a new Danganronpa game? That doesn't sound right. You mean the 100 game? I don't think that's the Danganronpa game. 100... 100. I was in the new Mario Kart. Wait, I was in the new Mario Kart though. That was pretty good. Yeah, okay. What was it called? I gotta see this. 100. 100 line! That's it! But yes, I was playing Mario Kart. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so me. I was so happy to see that I just randomly was in that game. Okay, let's see. 100 line characters. There better be a person here that looks just like me, and if there isn't, I'm gonna be so sad. Darumi Amamiya? That doesn't sound like me. Why can't these all be like big pictures? Eh? Who is it? Oh, is this me? Moko Mojito? Yeah, that's a dead ringer for me. Who is this person? Moko is a tall, muscular teenage girl with medium-length purplish blue-colored hair tied into twin braids. Wait, this might actually be me. The bases of the braids are decorated with pink clips. This might actually be me. Wait a second. There's no way. There's no way this is me. Please. There's also a Nozomi. Is there? I don't believe. Oh wait, there is. Holy shit. Nozomi Kitty Fuji. Yep, that looks like a Danganronpa character if I ever saw it. I've seen Danganronpa characters. That looks like a Danganronpa character. A high schooler who combines a kind-hearted nature with dogged determination in battle. Why are they battling? Can someone explain to me why they're battling? She's very passionate about the special defense unit. I should play this game. I love Danganronpa. She's very passionate about the special defense unit's mission, but also seems to be hiding something for some reason. Nozomi is identical in appearance to Takumi's childhood friend of Karuha. Well, that sounds like it'll be important for plot reasons. I'm gonna go down to the spoiler section. No, wait, no. Oh, the name etymology. Yeah, okay. Let's see. The name Nozomi Kiri Fuji carries a significant meaning that reflects both her personality and the hidden mystery surrounding her character. Her given name, Nozomi, is written like the kanji for wish, which translates to hope, wish, or rare. This suggests that Nozomi embolizes. It doesn't even talk about trades. What the fuck? What the fuck? You're not supposed to admit that you love Danganronpa out loud. Okay, sorry, I hate Danganronpa. I'm sorry, I never even finished the third game. There, I said it. It's basically your usual world-ending stuff, and they got to survive to live and stuff. I mean, that happened in the second game. Sorry, spoilers. That happened in the second Danganronpa game too, so you know. I'm like 120 hours in of 100 line? It's that long? Wait. How long is 100 line? Average length for the game is 100 hours? What? That's so long! Holy heckers! Oh, but here's don't worry, here's Google's AI coming in saying that it spans 100 days. This doesn't tell me anything. Fuck you, Google AI. The tutorial is 30 hours? No. There's no way. And I thought the Kingdom Hearts 2 tutorial section was long. That's so long. 100 days, 100 endings. Wait, so there's an ending for each day? That's a lot of days. That's a lot of endings. 100 days real time? That's a long time. It's kind of like, what's that game? Sorry, I don't know why my brain just isn't working right now. Mystery! Mobile. Calling. 7 people. There's a guy called 7. Mystery. Date. Mystery. Mysterious. Mysterious chat. It's that game. How do people actually enjoy watching me when half my streams involve me into me just saying mystery chat 7? You know, come on guys, you know this. I'm sorry. No, many days for each ending. Okay, that makes more sense. If it was an ending for each day, that's a lot of endings. But if we're talking about like an ending every few days, I'll take it. I don't think my life has time to commit to that. I'm getting old. That's actually so true. Like, okay, my sister has been really into like Yakuza recently. Like, she finally got into Yakuza and I'm so proud of her. But the problem is that I stopped playing Yakuza a while ago and now I need to start playing it again. So I've been very slowly playing through Yakuza 0 again. I have barely scratched the surface. It's been like a month already. And I'm still on like chapter 3. Because I never have time to like sit down and play it, to be honest. You know, I'm only doing this right now because it's like, I know that I'm probably not going anywhere tomorrow, you know? So that's why I'm just like able to sit down and talk with you guys now. Okay, we're all good. What was I saying? Where's my train of thought at? Who are you people? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why is it when I when I look at YouTube chat now, for some reason some of you have crowns and you didn't have those crowns before, and I insist that you give those crowns to me. But it's like I look at YouTube chat and Jasmeow, you're number 3. You're king number 3. What does this mean? What is this? Top fans? I have fans? You're fake fans. If YouTube really knew who I was, they'd say top passengers. Then it makes sense. I'm such a fake gamer, it's so hard to commit to a game. God, I feel that's so hard. Over the past 6 months, I've been really into reading light novels. I've read a lot of light novels over the past 6 months. I have read through every single light novel that's come out in English so far of Apothecary Diaries. I've read them all, except for like 15 and 16, because obviously those aren't officially out in English yet. And now I'm all caught up, and I have to wait till September if I want to keep reading? That's so long! So I've started reading like Bakemonogatari instead recently, and that is so hard to read. Even in English, it's so hard to read, damn it! But it's like, yes, this was added as a new feature to beat Twitch chat. There's no beating Twitch chat. YouTube chat doesn't even have Franco Z. There's nothing to beat here. Idiots! I'm in a bit of a game slump, and by that I mean I've been working on hundreds of line for 2 months straight, and I need a break from reading. So true, so true. I was talking to some people who were talking about like getting into Baldur's Gate, and I just remembered when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 and it took over my life for like a solid month, and I ended up clocking in like 300 hours into my first game, my first playthrough of that game. That game took up so much of my time. And like, I spoke about this with my friends at the time, but this was something that actually happened, was like, okay, so with Baldur's Gate, there's like a quick save and a quick load that you can do. So you can like quick save your progress and then quickly load it. It's really good for like, if you want to test out different chat options to see like, what is the correct way to respond to something. Or you know, if there's something funny that's like, you know it's obviously the wrong choice, but you still want to choose it. So yes, quick load and quick saving is a lifesaver. But here's the thing, I was playing so much of Baldur's Gate 3 and using quick save and quick load so often that was starting to really badly affect me in real life. Cause I wake up really early and I'd be like, I've got responsibilities to do today, I need to get up now. And instead, I was just like, I'm still really tired. I just need to quick load to last night so I can get some more sleep. And in my sleep-deprived mind, that made sense to me. That made sense. I was fully prepared to quick load my life to last night so I could get a few more hours sleep. Then I realized, oh god, that's not how real life works. Don't you Lyra me. I don't know how to put this. I had it bad. I had it so bad for a while. Yeah, I was a quick load scrub. I admit it. Have you seen the new Date Everything hotfix? No. Have I seen Date Everything in general? No. Wait, I've seen like everyone talk about this recently. I don't even know what it is. Date Everything. Hey, is this Monster Camp? Excuse me. What is this? I don't even know what this is. What is this? It's 3D! Why is it 3D? Eh? Wait, sorry, I'm actually watching like the trailer for it. Wow! Oh no, I hate this! No, I hate that! They're literally objects! Why are they personified objects? I hate that! You can't tell me that's actually good. 100 dateable? No! If it's 100 people that you can date, that's no way that's any good. I really want to love this game, but it's rough. I don't really connect with any of the storylines. They feel awkward and rushed. There were many points where I saw like the dialogue option and okay. Well, the very first review I saw was a negative one, so that's my main problem with this and 100 line is does the 100 line have 100 characters as well? I can't watch my videos while I'm playing. That's actually so valid. Do you guys also get frustrated at like, okay, I thrive of being able to watch YouTube videos and do something else at the same time. Like this is how I live. This is what I do. My brain needs more of that nummy juice, if you know what I mean. It needs to be entertained at all seconds. I don't do TikTok at all, but goddamn am I addicted to YouTube. But I cannot play a game if it means I don't get to listen to YouTube at the same time. It gets very hard for me to get invested in a game that demands all of my attention. If that makes sense. I love watching videos and gaming. If I can't do both, I die. Exactly! I have to do both at the same time, otherwise I will actually die. I haven't been watching anything, I swear, while doing the stream, and let me tell you, it's killing me. I am dead in every way possible. It's great, it was busted as hell and wasn't 100% completable before the newest patch. When did this come out? 17th of June 2025. Okay, that was fairly recently. Still, you want it to be like completable. You want the entire game to be completable when it first comes out. You know? Oh yeah, I saw a picture for, what was it? The Astrobot soundtrack. The new Astrobot game had a soundtrack, and it showed like all the characters on the cover, and there was a Jack and Dexter reference in the corner, and it got covered by the sticker, and all of the Jack and Dexter fans were, okay, sorry, no one cares about Jack and Dexter anymore. I care about Jack and Dexter, but that's just me. You're gonna do all night to catch up on stuff Lyra missed in 2025. What have I missed? It can't be that much in terms of gaming stuff. What is you guys just said nothing's happened in gaming news. I saw a map for GTA 6, but I don't know if that's correct. It might have just been a leaked map, you know? I mean, maybe like a leaked quote unquote. That sort of shit, you know? I didn't know how real this map is, but it showed a love. Yeah, this is it. I'm not gonna show you guys, but there's like a picture of the map for GTA 6 as like 3 times the size of the Grand Theft Auto 5 map. Look, I'm looking forward to GTA 6 when that comes out. That's gonna be great. They had Wonder Shadow of the Colossus? What does that mean? Wonder Shadow? Huh? Speak English. Oh, you know what? That's something that happened recently. Let's see. A little while ago, I was playing a game with Corvid. That was not for me forgetting who Corvid was, but it's been a while and I needed to get the cobwebs out of my brain so it functioned again. But I was hanging out with Corvid, and Corvid mentioned this cool Red Dead Redemption roleplay thing that she's a part of, Deadlock RP. And I kind of want to get into that when it comes out. That's gonna be so cool. Speaking of GTA 6, holy shit guys, we got a Lyra stream before GTA 6. Yeah, it happened! But anyway, what I'm saying is, that'll be very cool for me to play like the Red Dead Redemption roleplay when that comes out. I haven't been paying too much attention to it, so I don't know if it's still being worked on. Probably. But if that comes out, that's gonna be fun. I've never played Red Dead Redemption, but I do have Red Dead Redemption 2 for some reason. I'm in the bath, by the way. Oh, sexy. But also, why? I don't think many people noticed it was unfinished just because it was promoted as a sandbox. Oh, that can happen. Yeah. That's like a really good way to get away with releasing unfinished games, is like if it's just a sandbox. Like that was Yandere Sim for like 6 years. I've been naked this whole time. Ah, what a coincidence. You would believe, but I've been naked too. Look at my head. Look, I got nothing there. Nothing at all. Wow. Okay, sorry. Hat goes back on. Oh! By the way, I've disabled hydrates. I need to tell you something tragic that happened. I've lost my drink bottle. So I am tragically unhydrated right now because I can't afford a new drink bottle. So, no water for me, I guess. Don't ask me how I stopped myself from dying from dehydration. I don't know. All I know is I need a new drink bottle. So if anyone wants to donate so I can get a new drink bottle, I'd be forever thankful. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What happened to the train? We crashed earlier. It just dies. It just happens. Die first then, I guess? Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to. It's been so cold here lately, like, how's my model coming along? Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, why did you say that? Why did you say that? I was pretending things didn't exist. I hadn't thought about it so long. Oh no. If I finish it this year, then that's like $200 I get to save, because then I don't need to renew the software. God. Here's another thing about Okay, guys, we're going back to the capitalism rant. Why does everything have to be a fucking subscription service? Seriously, what the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry. I feel strongly about everything. Like, I feel like I wasn't as much of a nihilist back when I was a kid. When I was a kid, everything was fine. I didn't feel like so constantly saddened by everything that was happening all the time as I do now. I'm just depressed at life in general, between AI and like subscription models and ads being shoved down our throat all the time. Not to mention all the wars recently and the politics. It's enough to give me a fucking anxiety attack every second of every day. I thought you were at rigging or no. Okay, the software that you need to rig a live 2D model is called Cubism. It requires an expensive subscription to be able to use. Oh god! Why? Why is life like this? So yeah, it's also a subscription to use the thing to rig, yeah. At this point, the software has cost you more money than my model has gained you. Exactly. Exactly. You're so right, and I hate it. I hate it when you're this right. I think if I was reborn, I want to be reborn in a time that wasn't today. You know, I'd really want to be reborn in... When's a good time to be alive? I feel like 70s. I want to be reborn in the 70s. It's before the internet was made a thing. I feel like if the internet didn't exist and modern video games didn't exist, I'd be so into reading and painting. I would be such a bookworm. Because I was such a bookworm when I was growing up. But I get so distracted by the internet and video games now, and... Well, not recently, but... I don't know. I don't know what... Guys! You're just making me feel more and more depressed as I keep streaming. The longer the stream goes, the more I get into existential dread. I feel like the 70s is a good time to be born, though. You know, I think that's... What is that, Gen X? Yeah, it's gotta be Gen X. Gen Xers hate themselves, though, so maybe it's better to be a baby boomer. Then at least you're super privileged and you don't even realize it. Yeah, I take back my vote. I'm gonna be born in the 40s instead. I wanna be a boomer. High chance Lyra would have been an author to kid book series before getting cancelled and trying to make adult series about Megas and traits. That's funny because I have not a literary bone in my body. I really don't know. When do you stop streaming? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the reason why I didn't originally say the 40s was because, like, women didn't have rights. That's why originally I was like 70s. So at least women had the right to vote, I think. I'm not too knowledgeable, but I think if I was born in the 70s, I still have the right to vote. Nope. We're gonna go back to the 40s because at least, even though I didn't have a right to vote back then, I think I would have been happier than I am right now. Let's be honest. Living in the modern era is truly depressing, and I don't enjoy it. But it's an era I'm stuck with, so I might as well live my life to the fullest. I suppose. That's where we're at currently. I'm telling you, caveman ages is where it's at. Maybe I should be a caveman instead. 40s before the cobras became a thing. Yeah, well, like I said earlier, like the 70s is kind of where the divide started really happening. Something happened in the 70s and it made everything that much worse. When was Reagan? Reagan was the 70s. Ronald Reagan. He was like 70s, wasn't he? I gotta check this. He was the 80s. Never mind. No bank accounts either in the 40s. Can't buy books. No, you had cash though. Do you remember back when you were a small child and you bought things with the money? Like I could buy lollies for 10 cents? That was peak childhood. Getting like a bag of lollies for like 50 cents. She knows the US presidents more than I do. I feel like I know US presidents better than I know Australian prime ministers. Because like, I don't even know any Australian prime ministers. Like anyone before, like, John Howard? I think, I just don't know them. Women no bank account. Look, all I need to do is I need to get married to a wealthy simp, and then I won't have to worry about money ever again. Hooray! Look, I'm okay with being like... What was a good way of putting it? I'm okay with being your e-gal. Hold on. I'm okay. I'm okay if you were my Sigma. I'd allow it. God. I know I'm like borderline Gen Z, but I don't know any young people speech. I can't do it. Anyway, we might wrap it up here. This is getting madly cringe very quickly. What a terrible thing to say. Guys, no! I'm not cringe! I'm not cringe! Hey! Ah, well, all I got is a bunch of haters, I see. The last 8 months have just made you into a heap of haters. Well, excuse me, princess, is all I have to say to you. gonna finish my stream here. I'm not gonna stream anymore. I've decided. I'm above you. I'm so far above you. I think it's best you stop using TikTok and Reddit. I don't even use TikTok. I don't even have TikTok installed on my phone. I don't even touch TikTok. Please. We waited patiently 8 months to hate on you. I believe it. I believe it. I've been hate maxing every day you were alive. What does that mean? I don't know enough young people slang. Hold on, I'm turning older by the second. I don't know enough of this young person slang to understand what gibbity-goobity you're talking about. What on earth? I'm gonna stop here. Grandma Lyra. You might be right. I do feel like, actually though, I do feel like I'm getting older by the second. Which, now that I think about it, is very true. But you know what I mean? Where it's like, we do live in a terrible time. This is a terrible time to be alive. This stream is such a downer, but it's like, there's so much crap that I hate about living in today. And it does make me realize that I'm just turning into a grumpy old woman. My hatred of AI, my constant grass touching, my constant grass fondling, my constant grass molesting that's been happening over the last 6 months. I'm turning into an old lady. This is what old ladies do. We touch grass inappropriate. This is turning weird. I'm gonna stop. Lyra, we're almost the same age. What? No, we're not. Lyra, stop aging so fast. We can't afford retirement. How? You did what to the grass? You heard nothing. I'm ending the stream here. I'll see you when I see you next. Hopefully it won't be in another 8 months. Ha, psych. Of course it will. I'll see you in 8 months. I'd like to wish you all safe travels. Why do people always join my streams when I'm leaving? This always happens. This is why I stopped streaming for 7 months. Because people always join my streams as soon as I hit that safe travel screen. Come back in 8 months. I'll see you then. Bye. Don't be late.